Have certain foods and drinks that we just love, whether it be Big Mac burgers, Oreo cookies, or Mountain Dew. Normally, we get what we expect in our packets or cans, but these are 10 times people have had a nasty surprise inside their favorite foods. Subscribe and turn on notifications and comment done when you've done this for a shout out at the end of our next video. Next up is Big Mac. Who doesn't love McDonald's? There's so much choice when you go there, but for many, the famous Big Mac is their go-to item on the McDonald's menu. We all kind of know the ingredients of a Big Mac, the burgers, the cheese, the lettuce, but something which would shock us all if we found it in a Big Mac would be a Durex. One customer found a Durex slipped just under the middle bun in their Big Mac. Now I know McDonald's makes their food at super fast speeds, but no matter how fast this employee was making the Big Mac, it's hard to see how a Durex could have slipped into the burger. In fact, why would they even have a Durex in the kitchen? Really makes you wonder what the staff are getting up to back there. At least the customer was well protected from any diseases when taking a bite. Most of us probably eat a sandwich for lunch, and for many of us, this means getting a Subway sandwich. They're great as you can make it your own and totally customize it. But one customer got an incredibly unexpected surprise in their sandwich, which I doubt they requested. They found a giant 6-inch knife in their sandwich. They were trying to break the sandwich into 2 halves, but got confused when they couldn't. They then took the sandwich apart and found the giant serrated knife. I don't know if the Subway worker was trying to take the customer's life, or if they just misplaced their knife. Not only was the knife in the sandwich, but it was baked right into it. This was during the lunch rush, so maybe it was an accident by a very dopey employee. The guy did actually take a bite of the sandwich before trying to break it in half, but luckily it was the side with the handle and not the blade. Otherwise, this customer may not be around to tell the tale. Watch out before biting into your next Subway. Next up is ice cream. Ice cream is a comfort food that we just love to dig into. Well, one woman bought a pint of Walmart ice cream. It was vanilla with a chocolate part at the bottom as a nice surprise. But hiding inside that nice surprise was another nasty surprise. When she ate it, she felt something sharp cut her mouth, and it turned out a razor blade was inside her ice cream. At first, she thought it was some machinery that had fallen into the tub, but it was later confirmed to her that it was in fact a razor blade. She went to the press and contacted Walmart's customer support. She was quite forgiving, but hopes she'll get the right response to a razor blade being found in her ice cream. We hope she gets the right response too. And even if it was a part of the factory, surely Walmart would be able to anchor things down and make sure that no parts fall into their ice cream. The worst part about this story? The razor blade wasn't even covered in chocolate. Next up is McDonald's fries. There's a lot of things to love at McDonald's, from the burgers to the sodas. But one thing McDonald's is super famous for is their French fries. They're normally delicious, but if you ask one college student, they will tell you something different. One woman at the University of Illinois in Chicago discovered a scabby Band-Aid in her French fries. She had gone to a McDonald's on campus for a late-night snack, but she never imagined to see a gross medical product in her food. She took the fries back and complained, and was given a refund. She also told her local college paper, and then the national media picked it up. I have no idea how a Band-Aid could slip off someone's skin and onto food. It's company policy for kitchen staff not to wear Band-Aids on the job. One thing's for sure, this is very off-putting. Are you still loving it? Hash browns. This is another incident that took place at McDonald's. For many, the best breakfast item from McDonald's is their hash browns. And it's also one of the most popular items by far. But one guy who got breakfast from McDonald's found something pretty disgusting in his hash brown breakfast. That is, a roach baked into a hash brown. We've all heard stories of people finding bugs crawling around McDonald's restaurants, but it's very rare that we actually hear of these bugs being baked into the actual food. The man bit into it and then saw the bug. It's just a good thing he didn't bite into the roach. He posted a photo of his nasty discovery to Reddit, and it went viral. And unfortunately, according to news reports, this is not the first time cockroaches have been found in McDonald's food. I know roaches gotta eat too, but stay out of our breakfasts. Next up is Oreos. Oreos are America's favorite cookie. They're pretty simple, just 2 cookies with a cream filling. What could go wrong? Well, one Oreo fan found something disturbing inside the cream part of their Oreo. A young girl took an Oreo cookie from the packet and separated it into 2 parts like they do in the commercials. But unlike in the commercials, she found a squashed spider inside the cream filling. Her mother was shocked and shared an image of the spider inside the cookie on Facebook. We all know Oreos are delicious, and it seems this spider does too. The little girl was shocked when she saw this, but it's a good thing she knows to separate the 2 sections of the cookie. The mother sent a complaint to Oreos to try and get her $4 back on the cookies, but we're not sure if that's happened yet. As long as you guys separate your Oreo cookies as most people do, you should be good. And if you don't do this, then maybe you should start. If you don't, you might find a creepy crawly inside your next cookie.